Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back, man. It's the Coleman Cowboy back at it again. It's been a couple of days since I've been on. It's all good, though. I basically just moved. So I've been, locking in the house. It's just me. I ain't got just babies. So I've had to build furniture, and it's kind of been a little time consuming. A lot of furniture. My dining room area got like 50 boxes chilling over there. But I'm blessed. I'm happy. I'm ready for this game. I hope y'all are too. It's a sad game, but I'm ready for it. We're gonna keep it 100 and be real with it. Again, a real Cowboys fan, so a realistic one too. So we're not gonna go with the BS and act like, yo, yeah, we gonna win. We gonna take off. This is all. I'm not doing all that. Look, check it out. It's gonna be a tough game. We got line problems. Let me see. I want to say like 8 out of 4 of the linemen we should have are not here. Period. Major injury to Connor McGovern last week. When you think about that injury, you have to realize that man, we didn't really have that to begin with. We weren't set up or ready for that injury to begin with. That was already a shaky place to be in. That was a shaky position. So to have him go out, then have to have Matt come through. It was already a cluster. I do think that despite the line being the line that it was, Dak or not Dak, Zeke had a pretty solid game. He only had 10 carries, but he held about 5 yards per carry for that game with them 10 carries. So yeah, he was 10 and 50, which is good. But it's just like, yo, we're gonna have to feed him more. And I believe, no question, no doubt, Zeke should get the ball a lot more this game. There's no reason for him not to get the ball with your starting quarterback being gone. And on top of that, receiver core is just not looking too stout, too beautiful right now. CD had way too many drops. We needed to rely on Schultz, and Schultz is Schultz. He came in and he did his part, but we just need more weapons, and we don't have it. And so when you don't have weapons with your starting quarterback, and now you're using Cooper Rush, yeah, I prefer to run the rock. And I believe if we want a chance in this game, we'll have to run the ball as well as do some play action. But running the ball to open up play action. That's the only thing we're going to be able to do. Outside of that, we're doomed. We don't have what we need right now to take over on offense. Mentally, I pray we come into this game with a mental mindset that is beautiful and ready to go. But I'm not going to be naive about it. I'm not going to act like that's what my boys are going to do. I don't know. I'm not going to be native about my guys. Those are my boys. But I'm not going to be naive about it. It's just going to be a shaky game. Period. There's no other way to put it. The Bengals, they had a shaky game too last week. Period. I'm just gonna be honest. So like their offense is dealing with some of the same similar things. I got injuries. Higgins got injured, one of the receivers. Um, Joe Burrow got sacked like 7 times. So yeah, like we got a damaged line. But last week, with combined with Dak and Cooper Rush, we only got they got to him 4 times, which is still hefty for a game. But seven, you know what I'm saying? So my goal and hopes is that my defense can come and like just disrupt the Bengals O line, and I believe my defense can. I feel like we definitely can disrupt. Um, Collins is over there. We all know our left tackle's over there. Sucks. Looking at our season now, you're just kind of like, I mean, we lost so much during all season and gained very little back. So we are about to watch the repercussions of that. We're about to see what happens when your front office doesn't necessarily align with the fan base, with what the team is seeing that they need. Uh, Jerry Jones is Jerry. I ain't gonna say too much bad stuff about Jerry, man. Uh, that's his team. So who am I? I'm just a guy out here streaming and loving them die hardly. Shout out to all different streamers that I know are Cowboy streamers like Vach, Lombardi, Law Nation, Chad Sports, Mr. Tom Downey, uh, Foots, Okoye, Boss Cowboy, Coach. All y'all, man. I like to just give a little shout out to you guys. Inspired me to get going on my stream, and hopefully y'all let me in y'all world a little bit. But outside of that, man, without further ado, I do want to show you guys the preview for the game and let you guys watch that. So I'm about to play that for you real quick. So real quick on Noah Brown, man, he actually is he's coming along pretty well. So I do know recently this week on Wednesday, Michael Gallup did participate in 7-on-7. He didn't participate in full team drills, but he did participate in 7-on-7. So that honestly, that's good news. That means he can get out there and get going. I'm not sure if the Cowboys are trying to hold him back for a little second, man, to try to slowly bring him along, which is not a bad thing. It's smart. I'm all for it. But just kind of like, man, like, brother, if you can play, play. I mean, if you play ball, in high school and college or whatnot, like if you could play, boy, you about to play. You know what I'm saying? You want to. And I'm just kind of like, you guys are getting paid. You getting the rock for this. Your stats and all that, man. If you can play, play. We need you. But I'm kind of at the same side, kind of like, look, we can hold them for a second if we need to. Um, like I said, we have to rely on the run game. We're gonna have to open up pass action, and we're gonna have to try to capitalize on the run game because we don't have receivers to be throwing it with Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is just not necessarily the answer for me. He may be for you guys, but he's not for me. Cooper's just what we got right now. He knows the offense. He knows the team, so he's just a better fit, I guess. But if he's messing up or starts to do nasty, I'm trying to see Will Greer get in there. Another thing is special teams. Like I said, special teams had a couple too many penalties last week that put us in bad ball position. So if we can open it back up for Turpin to get us on returns, man, let's do that. But I don't feel like our special teams did really well last week. As far as kickoff and punt returning goes, I didn't like it. I felt like you have a weapon back there. That's what he's known for. That's what he can do. Man, let's do what you was doing in preseason. Give or take, it was preseason. But I feel like Turpin can get us some returns this year, and I ain't expecting him to get the ball and return it every time he gets it. But we need to do better on that level. Third, uh, like I stated before, Cincinnati's offense, they're looking somewhat like us. Keep that in mind, y'all. So to give you an example, on the stat level, Dak Prescott again and Cooper Rush got sacked together combined 4 times. Burrow was taken down 7 times by the Steelers defense, and I believe threw like 4 interceptions on top of that. So my mindset is if we want to win, we're gonna have to disrupt their offense. Period. We're gonna have to rely on our defense. So like before the season, in week one, it was all we gotta rely on Dak to carry us to get the win. Dak got injured. And even before Dak was injured, he wasn't being successful in the air. Man, not fully on him, more so on just drops. A lot of drops. We don't have stud receivers right now. CD Lamb, sadly, too many drops. Like you supposed to be number one. You can't be having certain drops that he had. So you really held down to a minimum aspect. You got to rely on the run and pray to God your defense can basically get you some points on defense, and we can. We 100% can. We had the number one scoring defense last year. Okay, keep that in mind. Number one scoring defense, number one defense with TDs. That's the Cowboys. Okay, number one defense with turnovers. That's the Cowboys. We got that team right back. There's, you know what I'm saying? Like we've only kind of added to the defense. We got some killers that can come in and play, which I made videos on when preseason was going on about certain people. Like for example, Curses, Jerron Curse. I don't know if he's gonna play. He did not practice. He did not practice. McGovern did not practice. His injury, by the way, from last week was a high sprain, a high ankle sprain. So with it being high, If it was like low, he could be back this week, but it was a high ankle sprain, so maybe next week McGovern will get back. But with the line, my mindset, I keep stating it is we need to bring Peterson back out. We need to bring Peterson out, put him at the tackle, and go ahead and kick Tyler Smith into left guard where he's comfortable, where he was playing. You know, I just feel like we're gonna have to figure something out. And I know that our offense is not necessarily on the right track. And yeah, I agree. My boy Dayon, man, we definitely need a. We're gonna have to definitely be disciplined, but I don't know. I mean, I just feel like that offense partially doesn't even believe in each other. Sometimes is how I be feeling, and I feel like our defense is hella disciplined. Without with the exceptions of some, you get some little outside things, whatnot, but it's all gravy. It's the offense, and we have to focus down on that offense. They are the ones who are gonna break this game for us. It would be nobody but them to break it, and that's what it boils down to me. And that's what I believe in. Um, what else did I know about? I wanted to speak on uh Tobert. I'm not quite sure what's going on with him. I don't think he's gonna be. I don't know if he's gonna be playing this week either, man. But for Tobert to be a third round pick, and for you to have people like Noah Brown and undrafted come in and outshine, it kind of says a lot. To me, it says a lot. I'm nervous, man. I just don't know where the Cowboys are headed right now, but I do got faith. This is my team, so I'm gonna ride with them regardless. But this game is gonna be a different game. But I do feel like, truly, I'm just being honest. I do feel like we can come out with a W if we play sound football. If we just play sound football, but it's relying on too many rookies and other things to take place and transpire, and that's what makes it scary. That's what make you go, whoa, I don't know, man. But outside of that, I feel like our defense can pretty much win the game for us. That's what I'm going to, and that's what I'm going for. Our defense should be able to kind of take over for us. I was looking at some of this footage. Let me bring up this. Well, if you can see, man, how they have the rankings right now, man. See, okay, so last time I looked at it, actually, our offense, with the performance of last week, our offense actually was ranked 32nd last, man. But it looks like somehow we jumped up too. So, so we got the 30th offense right now, man. That defense stat don't look right either, because last time I seen that, we were tied for seventh. Hmm. Yeah, man, we're gonna have to do better. Oh Lord. Okay, that's 2020. We beat the hell out of them in 2020. And they keep talking about chasing Diggs. So with Diggs, I do think Diggs had a pretty decent game uh, last week. Honestly, yeah, he gave up a touchdown, but he also had a beautiful touchdown pass breakup that I think says a lot. So it'll be good. Nah, you're right. But you know what? They were just talking about Kellen Moore, man. They were actually stating that they were basically saying that McCarthy needed to call the plays or help out with the play calling. But then they were saying that McCarthy don't even know the plays. So honestly, that's like a stuck situation again. It is, it's one of them BS situations where it's like, bro, what? Like you've been here 3 years and you don't know the plays. And so I don't know, but McCarthy did call him out. And in my opinion, I feel like he only called him out because McCarthy is on a hell of a hot seat right now. I mean, big dog, this is make a break, This is make a break for McCarthy. This year is going to be sent it off. Jerry ain't changed up on a lot, but he's done showed, man. He ain't digging with some things. Some things he ain't really about to entertain. And McCarthy ain't making me happy with nothing he's doing. He's just not acting like a coach to me. He's not. He reminds me a lot of Jason, man. A lot of Jason Garrett energy out of him. Let me see. I'm trying to bring up more of the legitimate stats. We can go to the next gen. Arguably the premier. Next gen got some good stats for us. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. That's not. Yeah, that's right, Dayon. We will be getting you in on this stream soon, very very soon. Cause you know your stuff too, man. It's always good to have a friend that knows the game like you know it. Once again, man, shout out to Dayon.
Your matchup, not just in the game, but for the week. It's Bengals wide receiver Jamar Chase against Cowboys cornerback Trayvon Diggs. Both have made names for themselves in a short time in the NFL. Cincinnati's offense wouldn't be as dangerous as it is without Chase. Since 2021, not only does the second-year standout lead the NFL in receiving yards over expected, he has 131 more yards than second-place Cooper Kupp. He's earned this mark because of vertical routes and deep balls. Chase has the second most touchdowns on vertical routes with 10. For the end zone. Chase! I'll take that! Touchdown! Right over Ward. And Joe Burrow has targeted Chase on deep balls more than 21% of the time, second most among those with at least 120 targets. Oh, yeah, I like that. And especially when those deep throws land outside the numbers. Chase leads the NFL in receiving yards over expected, and he's second in yards after catch over expected. Going deep, Jamar Chase. Chase to the end zone. That's a Bengals touchdown. Trayvon Diggs is a boom or bust cornerback. Since last season, when he's the nearest defender, this Cowboy has more interceptions with 11 than anyone else. He also has the fourth lowest targeted EPA among those thrown their way at least 60 times. The most interceptions in the NFL.
Whoa.
However, Diggs has allowed the second most yards since 2021, trailing only another Dallas Cowboy in Anthony Brown. He also has roughly a 50% coverage success rate, ranking in the bottom half of the league. Got away from Diggs and out of bounds. For Joe Burrow, it may be worth targeting Jamar Chase frequently. Chase may have to snag a larger target share given the condition of T. Higgins, but it also may be worth several gambles when Chase goes up against Diggs, knowing enough of that risk will lead to more than enough reward. Let's go, Joe! Let's go, Joe! Dallas Cowboys. Right side for left. Caught it. 10-5. Touchdown.
Yeah, man. So we'll see. I think my boy Diz can hold Chase. What y'all think? I just feel like their weapons is kind of shorted out with Higgins being injured. So if Higgins injured right now, he's relying more on Chase, his tight end, and his running back for little screens and stuff like that. Like I said, we're gonna have to run the rock and open up play action. And I agree, Dayon, that Sky Leonard, Leonard and stuff, it gotta go. It ain't what it is. You see what happened when we got rid of that old defensive scheme and got in, our boy Dan Quinn. Immediate change went from one of the worst defenses to top tier defense, man. Defense teams actually got to worry about, be scared of. So I'm not gonna hold this live up too much longer. I'm actually about to get prepared to get going. Got some gator I'm about to fry, some catfish. Get going, man. It's gonna be a hell of a game. Y'all let me know. I'm probably gonna do another live afterwards and do a post game and get an idea of what's going on after because there could be more injuries, there could be better things to look forward to. Um, but without further ado, the Coleman Cowboy.